times.
More.
500 times.
Probably.
Do I have any plans on getting? Well, you can listen to the show in. I don't need a station. You can listen in Youngstown on the app.
Yeah, I always do.
Yeah.
I was just because sometimes when I'm at work, I can't use my phone, so and we had.
Oh, I see.
On, so.
I see.
It would be cool.
Yeah,
It'd be cool. They should do that.
Yeah, we finally just got Rover on here like the beginning of last year. So.
Yeah, here's the difficulty. I mean, I've been here for 10 years now, and they've been talking about putting this show in other cities for about 8 of them. The trouble is, it is a real hard sell. We've got a very specific situation here at WMMS. It's very successful to have talk shows in morning drive and afternoon drive, but it's a real hard sell to sell that template to another radio station. You know what I mean? Morning drive has always been much more kind of talk-oriented, but it's real hard to go to a radio station and go, hey, because they think, Chili Peppers for 4 hours is working for them. Mm-hmm. And in some places it might be, but it's real hard to go, hey, how about a talk show in afternoon drive? So that's where and frankly, with the app, I don't care. You look at the map on the live stream. I mean, people can listen anywhere they are.
And they do.
So I don't need to complain about being on other stations. It's not going to change my life.
But they should. They should put us on there.
I'm
not going to complain about it, but they should.
Also, yes.
They should put us everywhere. We should be on every single station in
America.
Exactly.
Good afternoon, Wichita.
Talk radio than music anyway.
Yep.
Well, and again, that has borne out over and over and over again here. You know what I mean? And there are a couple of stations around the country that do it, yes, and they're very successful. It's just, radio stations are set in their ways, and they go, well, our people want to hear Stained at 3 in the afternoon. They don't want to hit,
Puddle of mud.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, they're going to run their stations however they want. But I appreciate the call, Patrick.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, pal. All right, there's Patrick listening on that iHeartRadio app because we're not on a station in Youngstown. I have to, I really got to claim ignorance on Youngstown. I don't know the radio landscape there very well. I know that we have radio stations there. I don't know what they sound like or what they're comprised of or, whatever.
Mary and I are doing a show out in Niles in a couple weeks. Mm-hmm. So I know that. Yeah.
Is that near Boardman, Ohio?
Yeah, I think so.
I know somebody whose family owns a restaurant in Boardman, Ohio.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you get tickets or anything, but I know we're doing it.
Yeah.
You don't know how you get tickets to your show? What a salesman.
Probably a phone number.
Yeah.
Probably a phone number. Oh, boy.
It's me, him, and Polk. Real triple threat,
Yeah, how's Mike Polk doing? I haven't talked to him in a minute.
He came to Nighttown with our group. He was in the group of people at that show.
Yeah, he came to see me. He came after his, he's an anchor now at Channel 3.
He's a famous person. I don't know if you've heard of this, but he's on the television.
I know he is. That's why I figure I don't see him as often.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came out to the show that I was doing at Hilarities last week with Sean Patton, him, and Gab came out too. So, just a bunch of Cleveland.
Real who's who.
Who's who kind of thing. We didn't really talk to each other and we all left.
Okay, do you want me to show the...
yeah, let's talk about this.
Lay this out for me. If you're watching the live stream at alancoxshow.com, I'll show this to you.
There's all these dumb challenges that go viral on social media, and the one that this girl just invented, or someone said she may have invented, is this gymnast doing the flex challenge, where she gets up from laying on her belly without leaning to the side, or what was the other thing? Yeah, couldn't roll to her back. So she does the splits and pulls herself up.
This girl is a gymnast?
Yeah.
And where is this? It looks like it's in someone's apartment or it's in a workplace. Okay. Yeah.
But she does it pretty easily.
Okay. So if you're watching, here's this girl.
Are you going to lay on your stomach and you're going to go put your hands behind your back, and with getting up, you can't go on your side or your back. Try getting up.
This girl's foxy, too.
Yeah, she's real foxy.
Okay, so they set this up because she knew the friend could do it.
Probably.
She didn't just spring this on her and go, oh, my God, you were great at that.
Yeah.
But she did it so easily.
You want to see it again?
Yes.
Are you going to lay on your stomach, and you're going to go put your hands behind your back, and with getting up, you can't go on your side or your back. Try getting up.
Like her little celebration dance at the end. She's
So we had
real
our own
cute,
Mary
yeah.
Santora try this.
So,
Now,
yeah.
in my defense, I could have done this better if I weren't wearing really tight jeans and I had time to stretch.
Listen,
I could do it better.
let's just let them judge how you
Okay.
did it. Because we said, Mary, do you think you could do this? And you're always up to a physical
I'm always up to a
challenge
physical
like
challenge,
this.
yeah.
So this is Mary doing it her best.
I feel like a turtle.
Let's challenge.
I can't go to the side.
Can't go to the side.
Oh, I did it. Right? I stand up?
Yeah,
Okay.
you did do it.
Yeah, you did do it.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Go in the ring.
Yeah.
See, you were already making excuses for yourself, and you didn't need them.
Well, I did it, but I feel like I could do it like she did it.
Now, do you want me to show people the video remix?
Did you already remix it?
No, but I can play some music, and I can do a video remix.
Yeah, do it live. Yeah.
This is also
This is the best part of the whole thing.
This made me laugh so hard. Sneak peek Mary Santora Comedy or Mary Santora Comedy on Instagram. This is a link to the full video. This is too stupid.
So dumb.
There you go. Oh, boy. Yeah, all right, man. Listen, if you're only listening, that means nothing to you, but that's
Right.
why you should be watching
Right.
Sometimes.
the
yeah.
live show at AlanCoxShow.com. All right, I've got $1,000 to give to you here. Congratulations, Mary, on that.
Thank you.
Can't put a price on that kind of agility. And a chance for you to go fund yourself. Good luck.
Hey, it's Rover. Go fund yourself. We have your shot at $1,000 now. Text the nationwide keyword CRAZY to the number 200-200. You'll get a text confirming entry plus iHeartRadio info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's CRAZY to 200-200. Good luck and go fund yourself from 100.7 WMMS.
Alan, you guys are ICP fans. Shaggy 2 Dope has challenges on his Instagram that you all should check
Oh
out.
God, I'll do them all.
Magnet challenge or something.
Water, fire, air, and dirt. In magnets, how do they work?
Yeah. I don't know what that is, but hey, has anybody had I know, Bill, you've had it. You've had the Impossible Burger, right?
No. Oh, well, I had a bite of one.
You had a bite of an
I just had a
Impossible
bite,
Burger,
yeah,
and it's the hype is.
It's hype.
Is it?
I didn't think it was good.
I guess I don't know who it's for. I get
Yeah.
it if they're like, well, it's not animals, so that's good for the environment or whatever, because it's certainly not for health issues, because as I understand it, they have to have so many, like, processed
Additives
bonding
and- yeah.
agents to keep it together.
Well, or sometimes they'll use. I mean, you got to be careful with plant-based burgers and stuff because they use a lot of like breadcrumbs or things like that to bond that aren't not
Right, that's
healthy.
what he's saying, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's.
That's what I'm saying.
Ton
That
of
it's not,
carbs,
I think
ton
for a
of-
lot of
yeah,
people,
it's not like low carb. It's not low calorie. It's
sugar,
not a
yeah.
diet food, and I think people think that it is. That they're like, oh,
that's
this is
what
good
I thought.
For you.
I
Yeah,
thought, oh,
no.
this is like an alternative to people
No,
who
no,
don't
no.
want to. Well, they're rolling out Impossible Pork, and it's putting American Muslims in an odd position.
I thought you said pudding, pudding, like it's pudding based. Like I was like, that's
I'll tell you what.
disgusting.
If you haven't had the butterscotch burger yet,
Pudding pork? Come on.
oh man, I'll take you out for dinner the next Tapioca Taco Tuesday.
No, thank you.
Ooh, yum! Get those boba stuck in the back of your throat. Impossible Pork is getting rolled out, and the most popular meat overseas is pork. A lot more pigs than horses and cows, right? But Muslims, who obviously eschew that kind of meat, they're like, well, we could technically be eating Impossible Pork
Yeah.
because it's not pork, but mentally and psychologically,
It
they're
tastes
having
like pork,
they're
and
having
yeah.
a real hard time with it. Yeah. So they're like, well, on the one hand, listen, for anybody who's Catholics, grown up Catholic, you had to deal with.
Lent.
Yeah,
Fish-
Lent and
fish on
it's all
Fridays
made up.
and
I mean,
yeah.
whatever religion has food restrictions. I mean, well, it's an unhealthy, or it's an unclean animal. Yeah, all animals are unclean. Why'd you pick that one out? But they are rolling out Impossible Pork at a lot of Midwestern Burger King locations. They're doing some test markets first. Lansing, Michigan, Springfield, Illinois, and they're going to see if people like it. But for people who eat halal,
Hello. Hello, you're the caller 10.
Hello.
You know what though? I feel
I keep wanting to call it invisible pork. It's impossible
invisible.
burger, right? Impossible is what it's
yeah.
called. Yeah.
I feel for the mental part of it because I've never really been comfortable drinking like a non-alcoholic beer or like a mocktail.
A near beer?
I don't like it. It just it gives me the same feeling of drinking, and I don't like that. You know what I mean? Like I have a lot of friends who are like, "Oh, just drink a Buckler, just drink an NA," and I'm like, I don't like it. It makes me feel like I'm drinking, and I don't.
It triggers something.
Something triggers in my head, and it's
memory.
Yeah, it's very uncomfortable. Like I had a girlfriend, she's a bartender. She's also sober. She was like, "Come in, have dinner. I'll make you a couple mocktails." And I'm telling you, they tasted amazing, and there was no booze in it. But the first sip, I had like a little. My heart jumped because I was like, oh my God. I was like, I had a drink. You know what I mean? It's very, it's a whole mental thing that's very uncomfortable almost because you're like, I can't do it.
When I was in high school, I remember when they released O'Doul's, which I think might have been the first non-alcoholic beer. And they were like, They were like, it's for people who love the taste of beer. But, and at the time, I was like, who loves the taste of beer?
Nobody.
Like, and now beer is a much more, it's a much more varied thing than it used to be. But O'Doul's, yeah.
O'Doul's is my uncle used to drink
beer.
O'Doul's, yeah. It's like 0.5% alcohol or something like that. There's still some in it, but it's very, very low. It's essentially you're not drinking 0.05.
So it's not. So the amount is negligible.
Yes.
But if you're someone who can't drink, is a negligible amount okay?
I don't.
Or is that
I
enough?
stay away from it completely. I have a lot of friends who are completely sober that don't drink at all, haven't drank for years, that will drink non-alcoholic beers. I like I said, I trigger something weird in my brain, and it makes me feel uncomfortable even to like look at it. I don't like it. Same with mocktails. But
Speaking of impossible pork, Lizzo, who when I told everybody about Lizzo 18 months ago, everybody said, you're crazy. It'll never happen. And I said, you watch out. But people are divided on whether or not Lizzo should be celebrated for her body or not.
She could be celebrated.
And you know who Gillian Michaels is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She was one of the trainers on The Biggest Loser.
she's got a bunch of workout DVDs and booty sculpting.
She's like,
and this
hey,
and that.
you're fat. That's why you're here. I nail her voice, too. That's exactly what she sounds like, too.
That's why her videos are so motivating. You're like, I got to get through this because I don't want to hear her anymore.
I know.
28 more minutes.
Engage that core.
Now that Arlie Ermy is dead, they go right for Gillian Michaels. And she was on some little video cast or something talking about Lizzo and saying, I don't know why everybody's celebrating Lizzo's body because she's functionally unhealthy. Mm-hmm. Lizzo's crazy talented, but she's a big, big girl. Mm-hmm. And like Poundcake says, you give all these overweight performers a couple of years and they slim down. Anybody seen Adele recently?
Yeah, she got skinny again.
She lost 40 pounds and she looks like a rail.
Jennifer
now.
Hudson, Meghan Trainor, all of them. I can't think of one big, unless they're lesbians. If they're lesbians, you get a pass, like Missy Elliott and Queen Latifah.
Only trouble is those people were curvy. Lizzo is a big girl.
The Brat was
Adele
fat.
was pretty big.
Adele
was
she
bigger
wasn't
than
that
curvy.
pretty, though.
No, she was pretty big.
And Meghan Trainor, too. They were both bigger than curvy, I'd say.
Not Lizzo big, though?
Not Lizzo big.
Yeah.
But they were not... They weren't just full-figured women.
Of course, they weren't out in like fishnets and hot pants either.
Also true.
Yeah, okay.
And I love that they're putting images out there that we normally don't get to see of bodies that we don't get to see being celebrated. And
But why are we celebrating her body? Why does it matter? That's what I'm saying. Like, why aren't we celebrating her music? Because it isn't going to be awesome if she gets diabetes.
well, I want to ask you.
Maybe it
I'm
will.
just being honest. Like, I love her music. My kid loves her music. But there's never a moment where I'm like, and I'm so glad that she's overweight. Like, why do I even care? Why is it my job to care about her weight?
Do you think it'll be awesome, Bill, if she gets diabetes?
I mean, it could be. It'd be 100% diabetes.
Could have had a bad bitch. Diabetes.
That's what she says? That's what she says when she...
Yeah.
What you got? Diabetes. Yeah. Diabetes. What you got?
You have
Lizzo's
diabetes.
got diabetes.
You're on Medicare. You're testing.
She trusted a fart and shouldn't have.
Here's how it works.
And that one dress.
What about Gabourey Sidibe?
I don't know what that is.
She was precious. She's been on
yeah.
American Horror Story. She's
She
still...
is not a pop star.
Well, no.
She's not performing. I was saying when Lizzo goes to test her blood sugar, be 100% that prick.
Boogers, man. Might have to take some insulin before I'm in a coma. I'm knocking bitches out with my gangrene aroma. I can't smoke chronic because my toes are necrotic. I gotta maintain my circulation so I don't get another amputation. They call me peg leg, the diabetic pirate. I'm in the hospital helicopter so much that I can fly it. Shooting up a chill, it's medicine, not narcotics. Hope this rap thing blows up so I can get some new legs that's bionic. I got that sugar-free Red Bull in my cup. Shots of insulin, that's what's up. My pancreas is all up. I have diabetes. I got that sugar-free Red Bull in my cup.
Maybe we should send this to Lizzo's people. I know this is Miles and Charlie from years ago, but if they signed off on it, I can't be the first person to suggest that to them. Yeah, Lizzo could be.
Yeah, actors and actresses get a pass, like, because they're doing roles. They're doing fat roles. They're not doing skinny, sexy roles, but they're doing big roles.
R-O-L-E-S or R-O-L-L-S?
Both.
I trusted a fart and shouldn't have. I farted poop, I trusted a fart and shouldn't have. I farted poop, I trusted a fart and shouldn't have. I farted poop. When my sugar's low, it starts to with my brain.
I mean, someone at this point has to have, like, photoshopped a skinny Lizzo or something, you know?
She'd probably be really pretty.
Well, she's pretty now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's very pretty. It's just when you see somebody up there performing, I'm like, I worry about her.
Well,
it's like when John Popper, I've said this before John Popper had gastric bypass, the frontman for Blues Traveler, when you went to go see Blues Traveler back in the day, every ticket you bought for that show
could have been
the last. Not only is this guy up there, he's playing the harmonica, where you need
so
amazing
much lung
breath
capacity,
control.
yeah.
And I was like, this is going to be the show where he cacks out. And I guess he must have thought that too, because he eventually had gastric bypass and lost a lot of weight.
What I don't understand about the body positivity movement, I think that women should be comfortable in their own skin. And if you're happy and you feel confident and you're beautiful, I 100% applaud that. But I was only 30 pounds overweight, and I was constantly uncomfortable. Constantly. I couldn't walk up a flight of stairs. I couldn't, you know what I mean? My clothes didn't fit. As a person, and I that's not terribly, terribly overweight. So I don't understand how someone could be completely comfortable.
Well, not only that,
You know
but
what I mean?
if
Like
you'll pardon the
performing,
pun,
running around, like-
it's a lose-lose situation for somebody like Lizzo, because you get out there, you're a big girl, and you're like, there are plenty of women who look like me, and I want to celebrate those women, and that's great.
And you should.
The trouble is that invariably, if Poundcake's right, and she decides she wants to lose weight, then she has a backlash from her own fans, who are like, why don't you stay fat?
But it's like my knees hurt all the time when I
Right.
would be walking. I couldn't wear high heels for more than an hour because my ankles felt like they were going to give out. Like, it's not a comfortable way to live.
I think she should start doing shows on that, like, knee scooter, like when you break a leg and
There you go.
they got a knee up on the thing. And
I don't know if these artists lose weight intentionally. Like, I think by them doing
From
shows
touring.
and moving around, like me, I've lost damn near. I'm almost down. I weighed myself this morning. I'm 163, which I was trying to get to
almost
160.
20 pounds.
That's what I'm saying. And I did that just in a week. So these people, I'm not nearly as active as they are. So you just happen to lose weight while you're doing all that stuff. So you have to make a conscious effort to
keep it on.
Keep eating. Like, that's a lot.
I wonder what her crafty looks like.
What is that?
Craft service table.
I
like
know.
green room at the, you know.
You're not supposed to eat before the show. I thought that's like the golden rule.
Well, you might get sick. Like, that's
After.
the only thing. You'll be too full to run around.
You can go after. Well,
How much running around does she do on her show? Though?
She's
A
pretty
lot.
active.
Yeah,
man.
she is.
Seen
Oh,
her
because when
live.
she plays her bitch flute.
Yeah, well, yeah, but she moves around. She dances. She gets it. Yeah.
She's not,
Okay,
I mean,
good for
she's
her.
kind of operating in a, she's not Mick Jaggering all over
No,
the place,
no,
but
no.
she moves.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Highly Suspect. They move around a lot, too. They're going to do a show at the Agora at the end of April. Yes, the 30th. So if you want to check them out, I'll have tickets for you shortly. 35192 if you want to text.
The Alan Cox Show.